Greetings, fellow gorehounds. The other night I saw Digging Up The Marrow, the new pseudo-documentary, kinda sorta found footage but not really film, by director Adam Green. Now, if you're a seasoned gorehound, you should be well aware of who Adam Green is, but if you're not, don't worry, I got your back. Adam Green is the writer-director of such films as Hatchet 1, Hatchet 2, Frozen, not the Disney version, and 1/4 of Chillerama, The Diary of Anne Frankenstein, which was actually one of my favorite segments of that film. So, needless to say, I'm a pretty big fan. So when I found out that he was teaming up with illustrator Alex Pardee on a Christopher Guest-esque documentary about monsters and things that go bump in the night, naturally, I was pretty fucking excited. And I'm pretty happy to report that my excitement was not at all unfounded, as this film is fun and creepy as all hell. Now, before I get to my review, I should mention what this movie's about. And basically, in the movie, Adam Green plays himself when an obsessed fan contacts him and basically tells him that he's got the inside scoop on where the real monsters dwell. And Adam Green, being the monster enthusiast that he is, he basically gets his cameraman, Will Barrett, and a couple other of his friends, like his editor, and they basically go out to the wilderness to see if monsters really exist, and as you can imagine, they bite off a little more than they bargained for. And as I mentioned earlier, this movie is a collaboration between Adam Green and illustrator Alex Pardee. Now, if you're not familiar with Alex Pardee's work, and you might be and you just don't realize it, he's the illustrator who does that kind of creepy monster artwork that's like a love child between The Thing from John Carpenter's The Thing and David Cronenberg's movies. And they're really creepy, they're really fucking disturbing, and they're just nasty to look at. And naturally, all the monsters in this movie, in Digging Up The Marrow, are all designed by Alex and brought to life with real practical prosthetic effects, and holy shit, they look fucking amazing. There's a couple images of monsters in this movie that are so imprinted in my brain that I had nightmares about it the other night, and that should tell you just how fucking effective the monsters look in this movie. Also, the creepy fan who contacts Adam in the movie, I believe his name is Decker in the movie, is played by Ray Wise. Now, if you don't know who Ray Wise is, you should probably look him up, because you've probably seen him in a ton of shit, because he's been in fucking everything. If you're a big fan of Reaper, for example, he was Satan in Reaper. If you're a big fan of Twin Peaks, he played a very prominent role in Twin Peaks. And in this movie, like I said, he plays Decker, the obsessed fan, and his performance is fucking spectacular in this movie. In fact, his performance is so good that it's almost a detriment to everyone else around him, because, like, in the movie, like I said, Adam Green plays himself, and while Adam Green is not a bad actor, he's certainly not of the caliber that Ray Wise is, and it's noticeable. He's filled with enthusiasm, so it kind of makes up for it, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I was able to let that slide, but for someone else, it might be a problem. And speaking of problems, the one thing I will say bugged me about this movie is that it probably could have used another 10 or so minutes of monster action. I mean, I don't mind that it's a slow burn. I'm actually a big fan of slow burn. Like, I'm a big fan of House of the Devil, for example, as well as Paranormal Activity. But in this movie's case, the main showcase of this movie is the monsters, and to only get about maybe 20 or so minutes total of monster stuff in an hour and a half movie, I just, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to do the Jaws thing, but I don't know. Even in Jaws, I felt like I got more monster action than this. The other thing I should probably mention is that this movie leaves a lot of loose ends untied, and while that didn't bother me, it might bother other people. I kind of liked that while it answered some of the more important questions, it left a lot of the others up to your own interpretation, and they give you a lot of pieces so you can piece it together yourself, and I really loved that. And someone who needs more concrete answers might not be satisfied by that, so forewarning. One more thing about this movie before we go. This movie has some fan-fucking-tastic sound design. I wish I could have seen it on the big screen and seen it in surround sound because I watched it at home in the dark with my headphones on, and with my headphones on, like, I seriously felt like there was a monster behind me at all times. Like, there was something breathing on my fucking neck, right, and if I were to turn around, it would fucking snatch my face off, and that is a testament to some fantastic sound design that I felt that way while watching it. Anyway, my fellow gorehounds, I fucking love the shit out of Digging Up the Marrow, and I highly recommend it to you if you're a fan of monster work and practical effects, as well as good slow burn horror. That being said, if you would like a more critical view of the movie, then check out my good buddy Count Jacula's vlog on it, in which he goes over why he was actually really disappointed in it. I was not, but he was, and who knows, maybe you'll come more on his side of it. I don't know. Anyway, my fellow gorehounds, peace out, and I'll catch y'all later.